Yeah, we'll go with German, probably, just because it's the first one I have open.
I'm fine with that.
We'll worry about that when we're actually getting started. So, anyway, let's talk about the picks. I mean, I know I talked about the first track, you know, how I feel about it. You know, I think it's a fantastic, playable track that I have no issues with whatsoever.
I mean, there are a lot of people that love Assembly Lane, but, you know, for me, it's very much a front-run track. Once you get that lead, it is very hard to lose it if you do get that lead.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, items will have an effect, but yeah. Dragon Mines is obviously a very short track. There is a lot of item potential on that track. Possibilities of overlapping problems on occasions, but that's just a wait-and-see moment. Cortex Castle, a very common pick that we see in Wars. Sly Coliseum, you see it quite often occasionally. Turbo Track you don't see as often, but I like the track personally. It is very much a Marmite type track where people either love it or they hate it. So Engine Labs, common pick, very safe pick for most players. I don't know many players that don't like Engine Labs to war on.
Yeah, for sure.
Tiny Arena is
a staple.
Very much it's a staple, another staple, yeah. It's, you know, one of those tracks you see a lot in Wars. And also I consider it's another one of those runaway tracks where you get the lead, you're very much like Assembly Lane. You know, you keep the lead if you get a pretty decent lead.
Yeah, for sure.
Megamix Mania obviously has the pulse with tech on it. I don't expect to be seeing it today.
I expect it basically
people
used in the off-road, and that's probably about it.
Yeah,
but I highly doubt you're gonna see it being used on the big drop. That'll be, if somebody pulls that shit off, it's gonna be wild.
I will be impressed.
Yeah.
I will be impressed, but I mean, I haven't looked at the time trial leaderboards so far. I know, is it Kaizuku who got the world record on it? I may be wrong here.
It's either that or it's Fibro.
Yeah, I mean, I know Bros was working on it as well. I mean, I will just check here. Megamix Mania. Oh, Fibro has just recently got it 2 hours ago, according to my.
Nice. Also,
I will refresh in case it has changed, but yeah, 2 hours 24 minutes ago he got the world record. Obviously, Prehistoric Playground. It's one of those, if you get hit at the start, it's pretty much you're going to get a great lead. You know, if you get hit, you're going to fall behind instantly, and it's going to be a hard job without that blue fire.
Yeah,
to try and catch up. And obviously, we have one of the greatest picks I've seen so far in this World Cup, and that is the last track of Crash Code.
And I do want to just say this. Five messaged me on Discord and let me know that Crash Code pick was for me. So thank you, Five. I appreciate that very much. Beautiful pick, like to see. Highly respected. Call back to the first free-for-all tournament right there.
Yeah, way back in September, I believe. So we are going back there with the iconic pick for the last ultimate track.
It does look like we're gonna get started first. I also do kind of want to, I normally, okay, so I'm gonna break this down real quick. My commentary style usually doesn't address chat too much. Turismo did bring up a good point, though. I was very surprised to see that Germany was the one that banned tubes, right off the bat. But I think what really made that happen is I know Garma hasn't really messed with the tech much. I know Yoki doesn't like the tech. So I think really the only person out of that group, maybe Bazzi, I don't even know. But I know Shimmy can. But he's
I know
the only
Shimmy
one.
can, but you know, at the moment there's very much a divide between players liking the tech and players being able to do the tech. I know the French time trialers love the tech, so you know, I don't know. Maybe they just don't see it as too reliable, or they think it's too much of a risk to try and play that based solely on their players being able to do the pulls with tech. So I don't know. It's either way, it is banned, and we shall not be seeing it for this war. But we are now going into the first track.
Yep. So, starting it right off with assembly lane, we're gonna get a slog.
It's going to be in for the long haul on this map.
Yeah. Anytime I see this track, it just like feels like it's just so drawn out. Like it's like Tiny Arena but slower. Alrighty, so I did turn on our game audio from the Germany, so you're gonna hear a little bit of German talk, but here we go. I don't even need to actually sync these. They're actually perfectly synced.
That's pretty good.
That's wild. Alright, cool. Alright.
Garma with a back bomb very instantly, taking out 5, I believe, unless that was lag.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. So getting the nice little breakaway right off the bat.
Good with a shield. He uses the green shield without opting to wait for Wumpa. It's generally probably quite a nice strategy. Early on, you do not want to get hit, because he can use this opportunity to gain a good lead.
Yeah, kind of an interesting choice, though, if I gotta be honest. I mean, second place is, another German player. Our German players are playing as the Puras, and the Polish are playing as the Pentas.
Yes.
So that is something to look out for.
Garma trapping the shortcut there, and 5 hits it straight away, that green beaker.
Yeah, so, there it is.
Well-placed item from Garma there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that person in second place is, but basically Garma and his second place brethren are kind of starting to make a gap in our third
already
place.
Breaking
5.
away there.
5
fails the shortcut. Very surprising to see from 5.
Yeah, definitely not good for them, as we already see coming into kind of almost the end of lap 2. They have 3 out of the top 4 for Germany. Another nitro on the shortcut there, and now Garma is comfortably up in front with a blue shield.
I mean, he should be able to secure that position from now, unless he decides to play and drop back and play. Oh, we have a warp orb.
And we do have a warp orb, yep.
So thankfully that blue shield will keep him safe and retain his reserves, so he will not have to worry about that. Whether the other players got hit, I did not see, but...
Yeah, no, as you can see just looking at the minimap at this point, Germany has a massive lead for these front 2. But we do have the 3 and 4 positions are now the Polish.
Yes,
so
they have made that position back. They
definitely
do have that 4th position.
Minimizing some of the bleeding out, which is nice. Definitely don't want to start right off with like a top 4. We saw that with one of the earlier matches this week, and it's just demoralizing. Wow, I can talk today, I promise.
It is. With the Britain and Chile match, it was demoralizing right from the get, and they never really got going again.
Yeah, no, right from the bat, it was just pretty much a slaughter, and it just really sucked to see.
So both teams maintaining their positions so far, not really much happening. I think 5 is just trying to cycle for good items, but probably just going to try and defend the positions for now.
Yeah, if you
Matty's gamer getting squish or losing reserves there. I think you just lost reserves.
Look at the mini-map at this point, you can see they're kind of spread out into pairs now. The 1-2 are kind of close to each other, and then 3-4 are actually close to each other. 5 hitting that red beaker, hidden behind that item.
Another well-placed trapped. The crate was trapped very well there again. This time with a red beaker, so it's going to have a bit more effect, but he's just got that much of a margin on 5th place that I don't believe he'll have to worry about it.
He actually very well might, but he is going for the back bomb there. It looks like he probably landed it. Yeah, he did.
He got that back bomb. It was a good option to go for the Wumpa there to try and get that bigger blast radius on the bombs, and we see a clock. So 5 almost had that shield in time, but just off on the last second. But be interested to see if this makes any difference on the positions.
We can see already that there is a little bit of movement. I do also kind of want to mention that the back bomb that 5 did ended up knocking that it's the dark yeah, the Pura is basically in last place now that he backbombed, so that is going to be fantastic for them, securing some good positions.
That definitely was a good play there from 5, just to take the Wumpa to get that bigger blast radius. And it seems to have made a good play.
Ozzy securing the first place. And then from there, I did not see anything else, so...
I got the screenshot. I shall upload it shortly.
Actually, that would have been Garma for second place, I assume.
Yes, Bozzy retained first place and Garma second.
Okay, cool.
Ja.
Gut.
Naja, also ich sag mal, ich bin mit Top 2 ist ja eh ein garantierter Win.
But top 2 for Germany, good start.
Rausholt oder so.
Got a first early win there.
Wenn jetzt zum Beispiel 6. und 7. geworden wärt, das wären 7 Punkte gewesen, ja. Nur so als Beispiel. So eine Position, das reicht ja schon. Ihr müsst ja nicht dann irgendwie jetzt 5. oder 6. werden oder so.
Going to be real with you for a sec. I'm going to be very quiet while actually punching scores because my brain is very small.
So is mine. So there is no issues there.
Okay, looks like we got, yep, that is the correct amount. The image.
Ist auf jeden Fall schon mal kein schlechter Start, also von daher.
And there you go. That should be the updated scores. Germany takes the lead for 5 points right off the bat, off of our first track. And now we're going to lead right into race 2, which is Dragon Mines. Definitely not a super big lead after one race, which is pretty nice. You know, you never want to
easily recoverable.
You never want to see a big gap right off the bat.
No, I think the main thing is here is that it is recoverable. And there's still plenty more tracks to go. We've still got 9 more tracks, so you know, even if they did drop behind, it's not that big of a deal. But for morale-wise, it is better to have the smaller points difference.
Yeah.
Dragon Mines, though, should be an interesting track, as it always is.
Yeah,
it's generally a clusterfuck on the first lap, so we shall see.
I love the fact that, I mean, this track actually shares a lot of traits as DTD, in my opinion, where it's one of the more technical tracks in the entire game, but it never fails to be a clusterfuck.
Garma with the snipe on 5 there.
The 5 snipes. Oh, I think that was Miniac that he actually sniped back. The multi-kill in the shortcut as well.
It is chaos, as we always like to see on lap 1 in Dragon Mines.
So we see Germany out in front. I do believe that's Shimmy or Bonzi. I can't quite see. And then 5 in second place. But that whole second place gap or group is just all scrunched together.
Yeah, it is chaos back there, and then Garma with a good mask hit
What
there.
is up with all those TNTs? Holy shit.
They have now since been cleared, but there was plenty of TNTs there for a moment there.
That's insane.
5.
Oh, and the snipe!
Great snipe by 5 there, taking Shimmy out and taking first place. Hopefully you can hold on to that.
Okay, yeah, so we see a nice little gap that 5 has above second place, but right behind him is a nice group of Puras, okay?
And 5.
Yeah, takes
5
it down with the
that
nitro.
shortcut there. 5 trapping the shortcut, taking out one of the German players.
And Garma is going to do what he can to try to catch back up here. After that, though, it's pretty much just 5 and Garma battling it out up here in front, and a continued slugfest in the back part.
5 trying to snipe Garma there, but the bomb just detonated a little too early.
Okay, and he loses fire.
Yeah, so Garma now with a missile, he's very susceptible with being hit here.
Yeah, 5 is not in... Yeah, there it is, it lands. Yeah, Garma getting the overtake.
So Garma now takes the lead.
I don't think he's going to get comboed here, though. He's got too much of a gap. We'll see.
Hopefully he can hold on to that second place.
Yeah,
I think he should be able to, but he's got quite the clear lead. But yes, we have Garma with first place.
Yeah, nice safe finish there from Garma as well. That's pretty nice. that lap 2 as they like all came up on the TNTs was
Nice.
definitely a sight to behold.
For sure.
Alright.
Yeah, plenty of TNTs, but it's always Chaos and Dragon Mines. But that's another solid win by Germany there, by the
Alright.
looks of things.
I actually got the screenshot that time, so you don't gotta worry about it.
Oh, all good. No worries.
Okay, so another, I do believe that was a solid finish. Yeah, another solid finish for Germany there.
Yep. Extending their lead just that little bit further.
Ich bin, glaube ich,
Getting 10
wie hätte das
points.
Rennen von meiner Perspektive aussehen müssen, weil ich bin, glaube ich, allem ausgewichen und Five hat dann, glaube ich, Feuer am Ende verloren und ich habe ihn dann mit einer Juiced-Up-Rakete erwischt und dann konnte ich ihn überholen.
Das war klar und Fiesta.
Ja.
Vor allen Dingen nach dem Shotgun, Alter. Mit den CTs da lang.
Ich weiß gar nicht, was am Anfang passiert ist. Ich glaube, Bossi und ich hatten irgendwie gleichzeitig eine TNT auf dem Kopf, weil wir sind irgendwie gleichzeitig explodiert.
And that should be... Yes, it is. We
Genau,
got the
weil ich
correct
hatte
amount of
keine
points
TNT
again.
auf meinem Kopf
It
und
be-
bin trotzdem explodiert.
Update our scores, and there we go. Germany pulls ahead with a 14-point lead now.
Still can be made back in one race, so not that big of a difference. You know, the top 4 could
Ja,
do
das stimmt.
completely change the
Guck dir mal an,
tables
wir
here.
haben
So
2 oder 3 Stück.
still quite a close match. 8 races to go.
Yeah, for sure. You know, this is definitely anybody's game. This is... They may be, be behind at this point, but they can definitely keep up everything and catch back up. Definitely not too big of a gap at this point.
Ja, das ist sehr wichtig. Das ist sehr wichtig.
For sure.
Das stimmt.
5 Punkte, let's go.
Okay, so... Cortex Castle. I mean, this is another track where people just kind of break away, it seems, and after lap 1, there's just massive gaps between everybody. I mean, as is the case with most Blue Fire tracks.
Okay, wir liegen jetzt...
I mean, as long as they hold that blue fire, they will break away for the most part, unless someone has substantially worse lines. But
Genau, ist irgendwie
even then, it's hard to catch up.
Ich.
Okay, so will we see any interesting plays here?
Garma with the shield straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So if he gets hit here, he's well protected. He should be able to get up with heat. Oh, and did he do a slowdown deliberately to hit Matty there?
Na,
That was quite a nice play.
And it looked like it.
Yeah. Because he did lose reserves there, so...
Yeah,
That was a
top
nice
4
play.
at this point right now for the German team. And we see 5 kind of got comboed really bad there.
Yep.
5 with the super engine, though.
dann kannst du erst...
Definitely can make use of that on this track. Definitely not a bad item to have by any means.
Okay, Joki, geh beim Garten hier, geh...
Infinite reserves is always nice, but
Okay.
probably would rather have a more powerful item.
Oder
Yeah, for sure, but I mean, it's only lap 1. For that to be like the first item you roll, and when you go into late 8th place, it's not that bad.
Yep. Obviously, getting a mask on Cortex Castle in the wrong section is quite difficult to handle, but with those infinite reserves,
Yeah.
it's very
Joki, überhol mich.
much helpful. Very helpful.
Yeah. Alright, so you take a look at the minimap again, there is a nice little gap. It's almost like just tandem racing between all of them. Oh, and he loses his infinite reserves to go for multiple. Never mind, he gets them all back. But yeah, it's almost
Yep.
like you see a tandem of, the teams, the top 4 just kind of all scrunched together, and then the back 4 were scrunched together. There's a
Oh,
little bit
one
more
of the
a gap
German
now.
players has just fallen off. I did not see who that was. Was that
Uh,
Ozzy, maybe?
Judging by the commentary, I think, or the audio, I think that was Yoki. Bonzi is the one in first place. Yeah, we can see that is
Oh,
Yoki
right.
that they just passed up.
Ah.
Passed up. Okay, so top 3 now for Germany, coming through lap 4. Bonzi out in front, followed by Garma, followed by Shimmy.
Naja,
Then
I mean, there's still quite that
Verlauf,
difference from 3rd to 4th place there, so it's going to require some mistakes to catch up here. And considering the German players have blue shields right now, even a power item won't have that much of an effect.
Orb kommt.
Yeah, and as we do see, there is a warp orb coming through right now.
Thankfully, they have their blue shields to protect them, so they
Yeah.
shouldn't have to worry about that too much.
Ooh, Garmin actually
Oh.
clips the wall there, and
Loses reserves.
five might be able to catch
Five.
up and make a play here.
I believe 5 should be able to catch up here. Oh, and Garma makes another
Garmin
misplay,
making some sick
the wall.
moves.
but he back bombs 5, but thankfully 5 unaffected by that.
But more importantly, we are coming through the end of lap 5, and 5 is going to secure
Yep.
that 3rd place finish for him.
I mean, those could be important points. So it was a
Yeah,
well played there from 5.
for sure.
Bit of a misplay from Garma. So yeah, we see another warp orb late into the race, but whether that changes any of the positions, we shall see.
Die Wand getroffen hab, wie so ein
Ja.
Idiot. Das, na egal.
Yeah, it looks like another win for Germany there.
Ja gut, das ist halt...
Yeah, another strong finish for them.
Ich bin extra.
Get our scores nice and updated.
Ah, scheiße. Naja, gut.
Ich glaub, mit dem Jump hätten wir es eh nicht aufholen können. Das zählt
Ja.
Punkt 1 oder so. Oder Punkt 2. Irgendwo dazwischen.
Naja, es war auf jeden Fall ein gutes Rennen, das war wichtig.
Ich glaube, ich bin offen für die. Ups.
Ja, ja, nee, du warst doch auf, auf meinem Screen, warst du auch glitcht. Das Krasse ist, du bist geglitscht auf meinem Screen und bist aber trotzdem Erster.
Ja, bei mir auch.
Okay. Let's see here. 7. Yep, that should be it.
Besser. Also ich mach's eben besser.
Okay, update our scores.
Ja, Choken ist halt gefährlich.
And there you go. There's now a 27-point difference.
Ja, wenigstens nicht Achter, das ist schon...
Going unnecessarily tight. Garma. Words to live by as he face plants into the C-turn.
I mean, he would call that out on himself, so
Yeah.
we have no need to say anything there. Watching
Yeah.
that back, he'll know. I think he knows exactly what he did there. But
Yeah, when he goes to
Either
upload
way.
this on his channel or however he goes to do it, he'll definitely look at it and be like, and I went unnecessarily tight there. Yeah.
Keine Ahnung, ich weiß halt nicht, was war.
Either way, it's
Bevor sie den überhaupt vor.
Germany's still out in front now with more than a top 4 win
Okay.
ahead. So yeah,
Yeah, and we are going into Germany's picks as well, so it could be not good for Poland after these next 2 races, because the 2 picks that we just went through were actually Poland's picks.
yep.
Okay, so I'm not really sure what to expect from Slide. I know that the Germany's in general really good at Slide, so I mean, I kind of expect to see some good plays coming out from here. It's definitely, like, in general, I think Slide has one of the most interesting gameplays. Mostly because
sure.
of the, the way the item balance really is on a track that has no Sacred Fire.
So it does make a big difference not having that Sacred Fire to lose.
Yeah.
All you really need is the 3 boosts.
And 5 face plants on the shortcut, but somebody gives him a nice little helping push to get up and over the tires. Will he go a little bit wide? He's going to take out Yoki here.
Opting
Will
to
he be
take
able to
one
combo
there.
him? I'm not sure if that actually comboed. Didn't really look like it.
Voll erwischt.
Oh, and he gets hit by Shimmy. So
Oh, Jesus.
Kind of getting
Garma out in front.
slugfested. Yeah, Garma, nice lead already, followed behind by, I do believe that's Bazi. Then,
Okay, fast ist geslaudert, aber
we do see the Polish players are starting to catch up. They got 2 of them now up in the top 4.
Idea, okay.
now taking 2nd place. So
ich hab Matti.
must be a battle going on there for 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, we see Miniac is now at the one up in 2nd place. And 5 gets another snipe down on Yoki, and he's gonna combo
Oh, and the
him.
double kill.
2nd
The
hit.
double kill. Lovely play by 5 there.
Holding him down.
Kaputt gekombot.
Okay, Okay, Bossi, ich platziere hinter dem Reifenjump hier eine grüne
So I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say that Garma's going to probably do his best, obviously, to just try to backspam, and he's going to do his best to most likely try to communicate that with Bozzy, who is in third place. Be my
Yeah, I
guess.
imagine they're going to try and work together to take out the Polish player in second place.
Yeah, Miniac gonna have a bad time here, possibly. Ooh, and 5 ends up getting the Sacred Fire from the turbo canister. He might be able to make some use of that to be able to catch up a little bit.
Always nice to have on this track.
You do see Garma goes a little bit wide for some Wumpa.
Hammer. Ich hab eine Maske.
Didn't get the full 10, but
Da ist eine Flasche eng nach dem
I
letzten
imagine he was going to take the Wumpa box on this next corner here.
Yeah.
Try and get the juiced up bomb.
Though I'm not really sure if he gets much use out of a juiced up bomb, though, unless he really plans to slow down. His
I
best
mean, that
bet-
might be the play here, depending on what goes
Oh,
on. between
maybe.
second and
He's
third,
going through the grass.
because they are both very tight if you look at the minimap there.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
see he's
very-
taking
one
very,
time.
very unnecessarily wide lines this time.
Also ich halte den 8 Sekunden.
Not going for
So-
the slowdown tech. He does misses the bomb, so it might not get that.
I believe
pass.
he's going to hold on to second place. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Miniac finishes with the second place.
Ich konnte.
Our 2, 3, 4, 5 all finishing within just about a second of each other.
That was an incredibly close race between the top 5 there.
Yo,
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola.
Meanwhile, the back half of the group are just kind of battling it out here. Then we go to Shimmy. I'm not sure which one of those actually finished first.
Yeah, Shimmy's time glitched out there a little bit. I don't know what position he did finish in.
Going to
7th or 6th.
Yeah, I'm going to mark him down as 7th because that's all I would know.
Ich hätte eigentlich Miniac mit der Bombe erwischt.
And if it's
We can-
different, then somebody else will tell me.
Ich hätte
Yeah, we can correct that later on.
weitergemacht.
To see the final time, if necessary.
Ja, ich musste mich gleichzeitig auf Mathe und diesen Mission
Ja, ja.
konzentrieren, so, dass ich
Ja.
dass Mathe nicht aufholt.
So-
und ich hab halt nur-
Definitely a little bit better of a finish for Poland here. I don't think that's a win for them though.
Ich wieder getime hatte. Weil sonst
Ja, ja.
Nein, alles cool.
I'm not entirely certain of
Dritter auf dem ersten.
the score, but
Yeah, hang on.
Ja, du warst vor mir. Aber bei mir wurde es angezeigt, dass du vor mir warst.
Ja, bei mir auch.
Komisch. Ich war auf meinem eigenen Screen auch. Deswegen. Was?
Wobei,
Nee,
im
auf
Endeffekt
auf meinem Screen warst du 7.
Ja, ich sehe das gerade.
war auf meinem war 6. That's interesting.
Wobei es halt keinen Unterschied macht, weil es ist
Ja,
wir
eben.
sind alle vom selben Team, also.
Turbo-Track.
Okay,
Hmm?
there we go. Should be a 30-point difference there. So actually, yeah, they did. Great.
slight loss.
Another slight loss for them.
Start of the Second World War, Germany invades Poland. Wow.
Save, and there you go. Score has been updated.
That's
Sieht schon
that's an
5.
interesting take there.
We usually see 5, with a very strong finishes. Definitely keeping up with usually the max points of the opposing team, but he's definitely struggling on this set.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely playing well. We've seen him play quite a few good item plays so far, but I think he's lacking the support from the rest of his team so far. They need to come
Yeah.
support him a bit more to ensure that they get better results.
Yeah, I mean, something kind of nice is, you can look and see that there isn't one specific person either out of all of the Polish team that is kind of underperforming. Everybody's kind of like they're doing their best, but there isn't
For
one
sure.
single person that's low scoring or underperforming an immense amount. So Garma getting a early breakaway a little bit, or not Garma 5, sorry.
Oh, der hat mich in die Wand geblockt. Scheiße.
Garma's not having a fun time actually.
Oh, sorry.
Garland now back in 8th place, actually. Don't know what's happened there, but there was a lot of swish carnage. And look at all those TNTs again on that corner.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Wunderbar.
So briefly there, we did actually see a top 4 for Poland.
passiert. Ich hab ne Maske.
There is chaos going on in the middle of the field there.
Yeah.
While 5 is just breaking away. We have top 3 for Poland now. So
With
they
a
are-
nice gap as well. Definitely
yeah,
not even
they
a
have
small
broken
one.
away. That is for sure. So
Ich hab Matti nochmal.
hopefully they can hold that so they
Ich hab ne
can
Maske.
Immer noch die
creep back on their points
Very
difference,
nice.
clearing all those TNTs there with the masks by Germany. So
We see Matti was kind of comboed a little bit there, drops to the back of the pack here. We see the shimmy Garma combo. Garma really putting the moves on this double S section.
Meine Super Engine.
Definitely some sort of play that I'm not sure how to feel about. And he's gonna chain some masks together here, which is definitely nice as he's going through these grass sections. And we do see a warp orb coming out.
Ignoriert.
see an orb, but how effective that'll be, we shall see.
It looks like he might actually be able to creep up on 3rd place here. The other 2, maybe not. And the warp orb has decided it is going to do another lap, so
yeah.
that is even better for Garma. He might actually be able to really make the pass now because he has the blue shield.
You just love to see reliable warp orbs working.
Nice, der wurde getroffen.
There it is. He's gonna get the combo. He does get the combo on Matisse.
Gets the combo.
Yeah.
Der wurde getroffen.
I mean, they are very fortunate there if they get the double warp orb,
Yeah,
because that has destroyed the top 3 by Poland there.
I'm not sure
5
if that
manages
was...
to hold on to first.
There's actually another warp orb coming through, by the way, just so we're clear.
Oh,
That
We
one
have
is a
another
new one.
yes.
Nice,
But-
nice.
Poland very unfortunate there with that warp orb. Going round for 2 laps, not just the one. So
Yeah, kind of unfortunate actually. They went from being a top 4 finish at one point to, or not finish, but they had top 4 spots at one point, and then to go to that, definitely kind of unfortunate.
yeah, I mean it was looking very like a solid top 3
Okay, wow.
around the lap 3-4 mark, but the warp orb just doing damage there.
Yeah, big plays. So the warp orb truly being the MVP of that track.
Ich hatte. Wie viele Masken hatte ich? 4? 4, glaube ich.
Also der Ort, der kam mir super gut in den Weg rein,
Ja,
weil
mir auch.
die waren halt im M drin und ich hatte 3 Dismisses. Ich habe 2 von denen abgeräumt und dann wäre
Das Geile ist halt, das Geile ist halt, Matti wurde vom Orb getroffen
Okay.
und ich hatte
Man,
Schild.
And Germany is still slowly but surely creeping away. There is now a 35-point gap, provided
that
that my
is-
math is correct.
Das kam mir richtig schön gelegen.
And it is a shame for Poland for that. I mean, it's very unfortunate for that warp orb, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Okay, ich war zwar Zweiter,
But-
aber ich bin nirgendwo auf dem Podium. Okay.
looks like we're not going to be switching hosts, as the connection seems fairly decent for
So, das
NF
ist eine
standards,
Frage,
so
weil Matti mir nicht
it looks like we'll be continuing on the German host. I mean, they are fairly close to each other,
Yeah,
2
they're
European teams.
kind of neighboring countries, if history
Yeah, so-
told me anything about that.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
weren't supposed to laugh at that joke, come on. It's not
yeah.
okay.
we see it's connection's still fairly stable,
Naja,
so
gut, man muss auch sagen, dass
there's no real reason to switch the host when it is stable.
Yeah.
War sehr, sehr
So we're gonna go into Five's favorite track now. Maybe this will be a little bit of an uplifter. There's still, I mean, again, this isn't even a really massive gap at this point. This is definitely still something that they can make up without too much effort. You know, it'll take some very strong finishes, but you know, at the very least, it is something that they can do.
It's recoverable, that is for sure. They can definitely recover from this.
Mhm.
They just need some strong finishes.
Yeah, I mean, if they kept it even all the way up until the last 2 races, they could still technically come back.
hängen geblieben.
Because the most points you can gain is 19 points over the opposing
Yep.
team.
So 5 with the early backspam there, trying to just... Oh no, I'm wrong stream. It was
Garma.
Garma with the backspam. And yeah,
Nehmen wir.
gets the early lead, is probably going to just try and front run for the time being.
Ich geh. Der ist hinter dir.
Okay, so
Hast ihn?
Garma's not got a huge
Oh.
lead either. 5 gets taken down, unfortunate for
5
him.
gets hits there.
Weit gegangen.
Alrighty. Ooh, okay, so 5 gets taken down again,
5
and
gets
it
taken down
falls
again.
down. Ooh,
Damn.
definitely a little bit of a tilter for him, as this is one of his, you know, more of a cathartic track for him.
Nice.
Definitely kind of expect him to possibly get a little bit of a, you know, comeback here. It's the
Wasn't
overtake on
trying to slow
Bozzy.
down. Oh, and he was going for the squish after the boost pad to
Yeah.
try to kill the strong blue fire. A nice play there from Ozzy.
Nah, die.
But we see out in front that Germany has top 2 spots, so that is a guaranteed win so far in this race.
Zeit Nitro, erste Kurve. Geh weit. Erste Kurve.
Yeah, so Garma now, decent gap. Ooh, okay, never mind. I was really expecting to see a
Almost.
crossover hit. That would have been nuts.
Auch ausgewichen.
We do see it now and then on Engine Labs, and it is tournament legal for the crossover hits, so
Yeah, the idea
would've
is
been
as long
interesting,
as you
sure.
guys are on the same lap, which technically, I mean, they're not. They are literally on the same lap, but they haven't been lapped yet.
it's as long as they don't get passed by each other.
Yeah.
Is the ruling.
Die sind auf der rechten.
But still 1-2 for Germany. It doesn't look like it's going to change at the moment unless we see some power item plays here.
Yeah, and we see 5 stream is the 1 in 8th place, and he misses the
Oh.
jump too. Yeah, he's not rolling any power items either. Garma way out in front now at this point.
Jimmy, pass auf.
Ich habe da 2 Flaschen nebengestellt.
Yeah, I mean,
Nein, ich hab die Flasche mitgenommen, jetzt haben wir keinen Ort mehr.
I can't see any
Na egal.
reasoning for them to try and, you know, hold back and try and take out the Polish players from behind, but
Yeah, I mean, at
They
that
might
point,
do
it would.
too.
At that point, I feel like it would almost be a little bit on the disrespectful side. But you know, I mean, points is points.
I mean, you just look at you've got the Poland in 3rd, 4th, 5th, so, they are, it seems Garma is hanging back to try and take out some of the Polish players, so be interesting to see what he does plan to do here. We have one of the German players in 6th place, so
See if they want to pull them back up into the
yeah,
top
see if they can
spots.
take out one of the players so they can maybe overtake,
Ich hab halt nix.
Kannst du gucken, ob der Schild hat? Das ist ein Nitro.
but it will be interesting to see.
Yeah, we don't see
Personally,
Garma.
I think it's
Garma doesn't really use like an actual slowdown tech too much usually. He kind of. Oh, we do see the warp orb finally. When will they make the play? He does not have it long.
I mean, it is lap 5, so
Yeah.
probably too late now, unfortunately. for
He's
them.
actually going to get the pass on Bozzy, and Bozzy pulls out the clock, I believe. Yeah, there he goes.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
5 is just
for
having a
5.
rough time this race.
Yeah,
He's having a rough time.
Ah, okay.
actually, really
Not
feel
exactly,
bad for him here.
yeah, it's not exactly what you want to see,
Das ist der erste Attrakt.
especially on Engine Labs,
Ja,
but
deshalb 6. 7. ist halt schön.
yeah, another win for Germany.
Alright, Karma. Goodbye.
Yeah, super strong finish for them now. Let's see what our scores end up being.
Das ganz wichtige Pfeifer hinten.
Ich glaube, wir stehen sogar sehr gut. Wir sind nicht mal Halftime.
Shimmy's the one that actually took that one.
So, wir sind über halb, glaube ich. Ja, wir sind über halb. Fehlen jetzt nur noch 4 Strecken.
4 Strecken, wir müssen jetzt mindestens auf 40 oder so sein.
Also, hope you guys enjoy keyboard ASMR because
Wir sind 50 Punkte.
that's all you get.
Genau.
I know you can't hear it because I use RTX voice for Discord, but I don't use it on
Yeah.
stream because it distorts the mic a little bit.
Einer von den ersten 2, dann nochmal 2. Wir hatten zweimal Top 2. Es ist,
Okay, I do believe I got the scores correct here. 1,
Sagen wir irgendwas zwischen 30 und 40. Das kommt auf jeden Fall hin.
10. Yes. Okay.
Ich meine, wir sind genau 40, oder?
So, get our scores updated. And here you go. Germany now ahead by 42 points.
Yes.
I mean, they've been playing consistent. They've been getting that, just edging that lead little by little. It's not been big chunks at a time or big sways of points. It's just been that slight points gain every race. So it's been very consistent from Germany so far.
Yeah, this I'm gonna be straight with you on this. I wasn't expecting to be doing this stream today. I
Okay, wir sind plus.
I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't paying attention to the schedule. So this scene is basically a ripoff of what Garma uses.
Easy.
But I will most likely be copying something that is more Comp Hub branding onto the layout. I also do have an intermission screen. Since we didn't have an intermission, we haven't used it for obvious reasons. But here you go. That's what that looks like. And there we are.
Hause geht sowieso tight.
We have the intermission stream for the one race we don't need it.
Yeah.
Ja, das ist der ideale Start.
Anyway. Tiny arena. It should be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah. This one ends up usually being a relatively kind of boring race. Usually you get nice gaps within the first lap or so. And then everybody just kind of spreads out.
Yeah, I see Garma already losing his fire from
Yeah, me too.
passing the turbo pad.
Ich hab einen Matt hier
Jonas,
erwischt.
das ist der Markt.
Oh, and he takes out Matty in
Yeah.
third place, so he takes third place. But
Top two right now
Currently
for Poland.
Okay, einer,
yeah, we currently see top two.
Matti kommt.
Hopefully they can get a good, decent lead,
Fuck, ich wollte ihn
so they
nicht
can run away here,
und jetzt
secure those
ist
positions.
das Schild weg.
Garma still with no fire, all the way up into third place. You love to see it. I mean, really.
Wunderbar.
He's gonna go with a slowdown to try
Oh,
to
he's
get
trying-
Miniac. There
oh, and he
he
takes
is.
him out.
Okay.
Nice play there.
Gonna
Garma.
say it'd be really funny if Miniac simultaneously does the slowdown to try to avoid Garma.
Alles gut, die läuft
We
aus.
see Garma with a shield now, which could prove useful. We might wait for the Wumper,
Da
but
ist nichts am Anfang.
we shall wait and see.
The unfortunate part is because Garma decided to slow
Oh.
down. Oh god, yeah. Now it's really
He
bad for him.
hits he goes straight into that red beaker in front of the Wumper crate.
Yeah,
So-
what I was going to say is because he slowed down, I mean, the only people in front of him were the Polish players who, already had somewhat of a gap on him already, and that gap just grew even more.
Noch
Yep.
ein, ja.
You can see it on the mini-map. The two Polish players are about an entire turn, actually, basically the entire straightaway ahead.
Yeah. They should just be able to secure these positions as long as nothing drastic
Okay,
happens.
ich hab Matti.
But we shall wait and see if we have some powerful items or multiple powerful items to affect the race.
Okay, ja.
Yeah, so let's see if Germany can make some interesting plays here to
Auch nicht.
see if they can secure some better positions. You can hear their communication is very tight. I do, I don't understand a lick of German really, except I can understand some of their item callouts even when they're not in English. But
Yep.
they keep their callouts very concise. They make sure to tell each other not to, everybody does it at least a little bit when you're playing. You start to complain, you get hit by something that's kind of BS, but they've basically made sure to keep their comms as clean as possible without any of the extra BS. And Garma getting the
Zwei.
combo on Miniac as well. Now
Yeah.
taking up the 6th spot.
Erster Platz hat Schild, habe ich gesehen.
I mean, we see
Jetzt haben wir noch Zeit.
Germany with 3, 4, 5, 6 currently, and
Oh.
that's all they really need. I mean, we see a clock there. That was all they really needed to so far because of the points difference that they have. They don't need big wins at the moment, and it could be a good decision.
Ich werd,
You
die
know,
erste Kurve
if they
kommt
drop
komplett
back,
offen.
they can get those more powerful items that could affect the race.
Okay, sicher eng.
And Garma has gotten 3 juiced super engines in a row.
You love to see it.
Yeah,
Nach den dicken Hügeln sieht man aber.
there he goes. Now he got a mask. Sure, he's
He's
a little
got
bit
the
happier
mask,
to
so-
see that.
Ich.
Oh, and he loses fire instantly again by hitting the wall. Going too tight though.
And
Ich hab einen Orb.
And he has a warp orb.
Unnecessarily
So,
tight, but yeah, we do see the warp orb here. Cool. Will it make a
It'd be
difference
interesting
though?
to see. Yeah, it would be interesting to see how they use it. 5 currently has a blue shield, and they are just that far ahead, and he uses it straight away there.
No.
So I don't think it's going to affect the top 2 positions, but for the rest of the field, it could make a difference to get those placements.
Bozzy comes flying past Garma actually with a mask. Will he get the take? No, it's Shimmy right there anyways. Yeah, he's not going to go for a takedown, obviously. But they are starting to close the gap up a little bit. Shimmy! I didn't even see what Shimmy got hit by there, but he kind of just did that.
Yep. We now see Poland in the top 3.
Ooh, yeah, actually really big for them, but I just saw Miniac. I think that's Miniac.
Yep.
Oh, Miniac is
Hit on
getting
the minimap. Oh, yes.
comboed. Yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
not. Oh,
And that is Miniac there, the yellow polar, now falling down
Yep.
into 6th place.
Great.
Jawohl.
Garma taking some wider lines, playing the... He does not have the super engine anymore, but he's going to go for the takedown on Miniac as well with the
that was
missile.
a nice play there from Garma, just sticking back on that boost pad to hit Miniac once again with a missile.
Yeah, Garma has said a lot of times, even though he is usually the point leader for Germany, you know, when you look at the scores, he does actually prefer to play more of a mid role, as he refers to it, where, you know, he's in more of the middle of the pack and trying to cause some chaos and keep people behind him, which is honestly,
Yeah.
it's a pretty fun role anyways, gotta be completely honest. I mean, being a gatekeeper and keeping everybody behind you is one of the more interesting things in this game. Much better than being in last place and hoping for warp orbs at the very least.
Naja, egal. Wir haben mit 5
That's
Punkten
cool.
verloren. Das ist
But
okay.
we do see the first win from Poland there. Albeit small, it's still a win for them. You know, the top 2 positions are secured.
Yep,
So-
top 2 positions are always going to be a win, so it is only, I think, 2 points, or maybe 3, but
Die muss man üben.
definitely better than nothing there.
Ja.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they got to take everything they can get at this point.
Ich weiß auch nicht, warum keiner so getroffen hat. Die sind alle nach hinten gegangen, aber keiner.
So, jetzt noch 3 Strecken, glaube ich.
Solange sie keine Top 4 kriegen.
Also selbst die, ich glaub, die habt ja, Deutsch, Alter. Ich glaube, die haben plus 7 gemacht. Oder
Also sind noch 3 Strecken und 2 davon sind von uns.
Okay,
Ja,
I think I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Also
6,
wir bräuchten
8, 10.
brauchen
Cool.
halt jetzt im Durchschnitt
Yeah, that did
30
minimize the
Punkte,
lead
also 3.
ever so slightly. You're now back down into the 30s for differences. We've got 3 races left.
Keiner macht die Tech.
It's doable.
Nee, das
It is doable, but they need very strong finishes.
nicht. Also,
That's for sure.
also du müsstest...
And up next we have Mega Mix Mania, which is always
Naja.
entertaining to watch.
I mean, as it is entertaining, because, you know, anything can happen with mines and online, but
Also...
especially with this new tech,
quasi
you never know what to expect. Are we
You
gonna see
never know,
somebody
but
be really wild?
wie viele Reserven du hast.
it will be interesting to see that. I don't know. I don't know if any of them even know how to do it on any of these current players know how to use it.
Ja,
But
das ist so momentan
We shall see if they decide what holds with, but
kann, aber das
I'm not so sure. Anyway, time will tell.
Okay.
Okay.
Ich gebe White, by the way.
Okay, ich versuche dann Item zu backspammen. Ich hab ein Schild.
5 opting to go wide here to try and avoid the carnage, and then he picks up a mask, so he can just run straight through them here. Takes out Yoki straight away.
Avoids Miniacs. Good on him.
Yes.
But he does lose fire in the process, unfortunately.
Ich hab noch ein Schild.
Not quite sure how he did that. He might have just tapped square or something. But...
Nah, he actually missed a couple boosts there.
Okay, oh god, okay.
So Garma running away with the lead here so far.
Yeah,
He
Miniac
takes the
isn't
Wumpa to get the
too far behind him,
Shield?
unfortunately. Yeah, gets the blue shield.
10, 10 mit in der Trap.
Okay, 5 making a play, taking away Bozzy's shield. Will he be able to defend himself? Bozzy still having the blue fire, though Megamix's blue fire isn't really the fastest thing in the world. It is definitely a time loss to not have it.
It makes a difference for sure.
Yeah,
But
goes for that nice tight
oh,
line.
Gamma loses fire there.
Ooh,
Loses
actually,
his shield and his fire, so...
we see on 5 stream there, Miniac actually took the lead briefly, which means they're actually just really close. Actually, no, they're not. Miniac might have lost fire or fell off at that point then.
Yeah, and then Gamma's still out in the lead, even though he has lost reserves again here. So Bozzy now taking the lead, and
5 getting the back
5
bomb on
takes
him.
him out. So Bozzy in first with 5 in
And we
second.
see 5 got that missile there. He's going to try to come up on what?
Oh, and he doesn't get
That
the TNT off his head.
TNT off definitely looked like it went off way sooner than it should have. That was very strange.
It was in an awkward position to do the jumping because he tried to avoid the blade that was on the map.
Oh,
At the same
and
time.
5
Oh.
tries to go for it without blue fire and does not quite make the jump. Definitely a risky play there.
Letzte Kurve eng, Nitro.
Okay. Schätzung activated in der Mitte.
Ah, die scheiß Minen, Alter.
Okay, so we currently see Bozzy out in front, Miniac in second place, followed by Mateys Gamer is the one in third place. Then I believe that's Shimmy? Yeah, Shimmy is the one in fourth. No, wait, Garma is
in
now
fourth.
Garma is now in fourth place.
Nice one.
He's now in third place. Third.
Man, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, ich versuche zu Matty's Gamer aufzuholen.
Eine Nitro bei diesem Downjump habe ich da geplaced.
Oh,
in der
Matty's
Luft.
Gamer hat gefailt.
Oh yeah, there might actually be a position glitch right. Yeah, there definitely is a position glitch right now because if you look at 5 screen compared to Garma's, yeah, one of them is not quite.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait and see for the ending position. Those nitros, nice little family of nitros there. I think somebody hit one of them. I can't really tell. Yeah,
Gamma just squeezes in between them.
Hab ich ihn mit der Missile erwischt? Jawohl. Sehr gut. Ja, bis vorne.
5 hat ein blaues Schild.
will Garma be able to catch up to 5 there? He goes for the inside shortcut. Will he be able to make the comeback? Does not have much
Five's
time.
got the shield here, so he should be safe enough.
He shoots the shield off though.
Shoots the shield
Garma does
away.
not make it through that.
And he used.
But he's gonna get the speed ghost. He's gonna get the speed ghost. He's doing it. Wait. If he would have rolled a different item.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Ich hab abgeräumt.
Oh my god, that would have been the hypest thing to end that.
Okay,
Oh man.
activated.
You love to see it.
Unbelievable that he rolls a TNT in 4th place though.
Geschafft. Easy.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if he rolled a missile there, which he would have had a good chance of doing in that position,
Das bedeutet, glaube ich, auch, dass
he
das
could have possibly came back.
Wir sind wieder über 40. Wir sind jetzt bei. Ja,
more than well, even more than well could. So it's a very great play there.
Nice.
Okay, so let's get our scores up there.
Meinst du mich?
Nein, Gamma.
That speed
I mean,
ghost was just insane.
This is just another one of those situational moments where it can come in useful.
Ich bin aus Versehen
Ja.
auf die Flasche gefahren und hab mir halt gedacht, okay, dann weil das war eine taktische rote Flasche.
It's the one that took that race. 6.
Ja, das heißt automatisch für uns, wenn Costa Rica gegen Mexiko verliert, sind wir auf jeden Fall weiter mit Mexiko dann.
Also, wenn du meine ehrliche Meinung willst, das sind wir sowieso. Ich hab nichts gesagt.
Was meinst du, wir hätten das jetzt hier auch ganz gut verkackt.
Ja, das ist richtig, aber ich
Yeah.
hätte uns jetzt
They actually only, I think they lost 1 point there.
Also das hätte mich jetzt auch
Yeah.
gewundert.
Poland only lost 1 point. So, scores updated.
Ich unterschätze die.
Nee, wir sind plus 38, das heißt, wenn die jetzt zweimal Top 4
And
wären.
there you go.
Wir haben geteilt.
2 races left. They now need to top 4.
Yes.
They
for
need
sure,
to
they
top 4
definitely-
and they tie. by the way, if they top 4 the next both races.
Ist das kein Problem.
It's going to be a big ask, but you never know. We have Crash Cove in the last track, but first we got to get through Prehistoric Playground, so yeah.
Gerade Japaner die Konsole aus.
We shall wait and see.
But yeah, it is actually very possible that Garma purposely went for that red beaker. We have, when I've watched him play in a lot of these wars, he does usually do the speed ghost, not like on Mega Mix. I don't know, I'm not saying specifically that, but I do see him usually doing item SGs after hitting either a clock or a beaker. So it is very possible that he maybe actually did that on purpose.
Wunderbar. Ich geht's halt.
Megamix.
You mean Prehistoric Playground?
TNT, fuck.
Or are we just
Sorry,
saying Mega Mix for no reason?
No, I was talking to myself, so. Anyway.
Nice.
Yeah.
5 having a good time here. He is now going for attempt number 3. And is he gonna hold this? He might not even hold the blue fire off this. Okay, he just barely does.
Yeah, he's going to need his reserves up for sure after that, but on the 7 we see Garma taking a lead early on.
Kannst du der hinter dir, der hat das Feuer, glaube ich.
Okay, so by the way, 5 did lose fire, unfortunately, but it seems as though that was Yoki. Yoki, I don't know what happened with him, but he ended up
TNT am Anfang.
falling off or something.
Turbofett.
And he
I
was
didn't
actually the
quite
one in
catch it.
8. Yeah, I heard the laughing from the German stream. And I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say that was Yoki. Okay, so is he going to be able to make a play here? Do see a Polish player is in second place, right behind Garma, not too far. However, Bazzi is basically right behind that Polish player.
Ah,
Nitro bei den Gazieren, Zeit.
Jupp.
TNT auf dem Pad danach.
Ich glaube, der hat eine Maske hinter dir. Ja, der hat Maske.
Keeping their comms clean. Yoki tries to get the back missile on 5, doesn't quite land it. Ends up just conceding the position to 5 to make sure he doesn't get hit.
Ich glaube, ich krieg ihn. Erstmal die Schildladung weggenommen.
da ist eine rote Flasche.
I mean, Germany don't need to do anything crazy here. All they need is just to prevent
Don't
top 4.
yeah, don't get top
So-
forward and they win.
Kriegt nur Turbo.
So we currently have the top 2 positions, and that is more than enough for what they need to secure the win.
Mhm.
So
Same for me.
it's going to be a big ask from this point for Poland to take the top 4 with the 2 laps remaining.
Yeah. Good big question though is obviously will they be able to how much will they be able to minimize the point differences here?
For
Yeah.
sure. They need to keep it as low as possible, so they'll keep fighting to the end no matter what.
And we do see Miniac makes a play, passes up.
Yeah, oh, and we now have
Yeah.
Poland 2, 3, 4, 6.
Oh, and Bazzi
And
makes
it
a
looks like they're going to
comeback
take
now.
5th.
Aber da haben viele gefällt.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. 5
lot of
now in
action
top
going on back.
4. So oh wait, Miniac hit something it seems. Oh, 5 getting
Oh.
hit by the red beaker.
Ich werde eine
Red
letzte
Beaker.
Runde rauskommen.
Doch, er ist raus.
Yeah, and he's stuck with the red beaker effect. Nice in 8th place now.
Just after the blue
Interesting.
fire pad, just where you don't want it.
Nice one.
Oh, Garma
5
falls off.
Garma falls off. Yeah.
Blaues Schild.
Not that it should make too much of a difference, because he should get the lower speed blue fire quite quickly.
Yeah, and Miniac was at the bottom of the spiral at that point, so wasn't going to be able to catch up either.
Für mich ist der Erste.
I mean, there's still a massive gap between them. 5 wanted to try to do something fancy there, pick up some extra Wumpa. Doesn't quite clear the gap.
Da gehe ich einfach nochmal rein.
Yeah,
Nehmt das Pad nicht.
not looking good for Poland from this point.
Yeah, for sure. Garma kind of going for some. I don't even know really what he's doing with these.
I think he's just
Wide
playing
lines.
extremely safe.
Yeah,
So,
he's just kind of freestyling it at this point.
yeah,
Da ist ein Orb coming.
you have a warp orb, but be interested to see how it affects the next positions. But I think Poland should get 2, 3 here not
Yep.
too
there's
certain that it should affect them.
Miniac with the second place, then
Basic
Metzis.
heroes. Second and third.
Und ich bin durch.
Definitely decent finishes for them, but I mean, yeah, obviously at this point it means that they cannot win. So at this point they're just minimizing the bleeding.
Yep.
Na, es ist ein Win. Das
Yeah,
sieht ja
I
aus.
think. Sadly, we see a loss there for Poland
Ja,
overall.
doch.
But now, at this point, it's just for minimizing the points difference.
Yeah.
But a good solid win from Germany. They played consistently throughout. So
But we're gonna end it off with the track that
everyone's been waiting for.
Five picked it for me. So you know what? He wins in my book. Yeah, we got the Crash Cove. I actually can't even stand Crash. I hate Crash Cove, but you know what? I mean, I
Nah, we love to see
understand. Yeah.
Maybe Poland can secure the top 4 here on Crash Cove. Just for a big win to finish out.
Yeah. Okay. And assuming these points are correct,
Okay, jetzt wird's Zeit.
there you go. 43 point difference now. Yeah, once again, still not even big gaps
Aber
for
das
each race.
Tor,
I mean,
das will-
and Miniac has actually caught up to 5 in points as well.
Yep.
Kreiskühl.
5 has had a couple of rough races here in the middle there.
Yeah.
Especially with engine labs that prehistoric which you just played. So
Crash Coves in chat.
yeah, I mean, not much they can do at this point. Minimize the points difference. Yeah. We await the carnage.
Warte mal, wo ist denn?
Crash
Crass,
Cove.
Crass Cove.
Ich glaube, mit der Niederlage.
Love to see it. Sorry, I can't say it with a Finnish accent at
Crash.
Zamu.
Die haben letztens
I can't
That was
sneeze
a
on my
terrible
mic.
accent.
Ah, ja, klar.
Ich weiß.
Was war
nach
das
dem Match schießen die
Video?
was.
Oh ja, die haben...
Oh, ja, die haben hart verloren sogar.
Okay,
ja,
so
die
let's
sind
see how it
ziemlich
goes.
raus, das stimmt, ja.
Ich gehe weiter.
Damit sind wir eigentlich auch ziemlich safe weiter.
Da sind wir dabei.
How much freestyling do you think we're gonna see here? We do see 5 go a little bit wide here. Goes for one, but gets a triple missile.
Kartnermaske.
Karma instantly with that back one there, and he pulls a green shield, and he decides to go wide, maybe trying to do some big brain plays here. But we see Yoki running away in first place.
Ich bin hinter
And there we go. 5 ends up comboing Mozzie. See Shimmy wiling out a little bit, I believe that is. No,
Speeding
yeah,
around,
that's
and I believe he hits 5 with the max, flying around with that.
We got to see from third person somebody getting the green beaker snipe.
Halt die mit dir.
Das sind 2 Items, wenn ihr von der Brücke runterspringt.
This is the kind of gameplay you love to see. This is peak,
This is carnage. This is
peak
what we love to see.
CTR gameplay.
Erste Kurve weit gehen.
We doing the pirate ship? Yo, jumping! All my
That's what we
homies
like to
jump
see.
off the pirate ship.
Plenty of green beakers there on that first corner.
Rückenabsprung hat immer noch einen.
Oh my god!
There's
it's a-
items
it's a
everywhere on this track.
slalom. Oh man!
Thankfully, there's plenty of space to avoid them, but
Saying hello to the pole.
Erste Kurve immer noch schön weit gehen.
It gets one of those missiles down on Bonzi. Is he gonna be able to combo him?
oh, what is that
The
missile doing?
Sidewinder
It's flying all
missile.
over the place.
Wait, is it still gonna land? No, it's not. Okay.
Rückenabsprung hat immer noch
Yeah, that was just some crazy
letzte Kurve.
missile play there. Don't know what it was doing.
It's doing its own thing. He still ends up actually getting a missile onto Bonzi there through all of that.
Oh, he gets messed
Super, super.
after all of that.
Ich hab 3 Bomben, nice.
Germany with the top 2 spots still holding there. don't think they're going to be able to drop back at all there. They're probably going to secure those positions.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I love looking at the minimap and seeing it look like this. I mean, it's all nice and balanced, you know what I mean?
Everyone's all over the place. There's no one bit of the track that is clumped up.
Yeah. Alright, Yoki gets the strong first place there. Garma with the second place. Matty and Matty getting third and fourth. Maniac with the fifth. I mean, they got nice finishes here, honestly.
Nice finishes. Reduce the deficit a little bit, but
that's
yeah.
okay.
Ah, there we go. That's going to be the end of the war. Obviously, Germany won this race as well. I gotta post this.
Yeah, well played to both teams, but at the end of this one, Germany came out on top. They just played much more consistently with their wins, and they just edged out that point difference over every single race. So
yeah, there was only one race, I believe, where the Polish team actually caught up by at least a point.
yeah, I think it was a couple of points that they got that win on, but
No.
still not a huge loss, thankfully, but it's going to be a big ask for them now, as this was an important match for them to be able to want to qualify for the next round. No, their next round has got to be a guaranteed win with a big points difference. So Germany now with 2 wins, so pretty safe to assume that they're going to get going through into the next round at this point. So yeah.
Update the scores for you guys on stream, and there you go. A nice even 50-point gap. Alright.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely not. I mean, Germany's one of the top-ranked teams right now, based on the standings. So it's definitely good to see a team that was lower on the standings definitely holding their own against one of the top-ranked teams. So, you know, it's definitely something that you want to see, even in these matches. I mean, hell, we saw this the other day with the Chile versus the UK team, one of the top-ranked teams there, holding their own.
For sure, it was.
Okay,
So, they played well.
Yeah, undoubtedly they played well.
Yeah.
So we currently do not know the next match that we know for sure that's, I believe, Chile versus Peru.